Well, we're Project 6 and we operate from Temple Street in Keighley. Last year we worked with about 5,000 people with drug and alcohol problems in the area. I think the reason why we're so successful at helping people to get better is that we have a really integrated service. As you can see, we're based right down Temple Street and we have a very wide front door. If somebody's injecting drugs and they want clean needles and just some harm reduction advice, then they can walk straight into here, which is our needle exchange service. And we encourage them to get into treatment and do something to change their use.
My name's Jack Spalding, I'm the Open Access Service Manager. So we try to keep things as friendly as possible, and often we're dealing with some of the sort of kind of hard to reach people who are, because what they're doing is maybe not acceptable socially and maybe is unlawful, they're often judged by other health services, maybe have had bad experiences. So we may be the only service that they're actually in contact with. So it's really important to build up that kind of trusting relationship, which can take some time, and to sort of keep people as safe as possible while they're still using drugs, and to sort of kind of engage with them and hopefully to sort of encourage them to embark on their kind of treatment journey towards kind of their personal recovery. So we have about 400 people registered for actual needle exchange here at Project 6, but we also over the last 6 months did 2,000 crisis interventions, of which half were welfare and or benefit related. We give out about 70,000 needles a year, but we do get more back in than we actually give out. It's quite rare for needles to be found around town for them to be kind of disposed of unsafely. They do tend to be brought back here, and people are using much safer because we're here. So we've seen a large reduction in overdoses, for instance, over the last 6 months, and other injecting complications as well.
We think that one of the reasons for our success is that we build quality into every step of what we do. And one of the most important things is a warm welcome. I'd like to show you our reception area. We really believe that this first point of contact is crucial in engaging people into services, making them feel welcome. There are no barriers, there are no locks, we have a coffee machine, and this is the first stage of contact with the organisation.
My name is VICKI BEERE and I'm the Acting Chief Executive of Project 6. We've grown astronomically actually in the last kind of 8 years that I've been here. We have got 38 members of staff, we run 21 services, we work all across the community. We'll work with alcohol users, heroin users, crack users, people misusing over-the-counter medications, people misusing prescription-only medications, people using what we call legal highs, novel psychoactive substances. So we'll work with those individuals to help them to identify what the issues are and help them make and sustain positive changes. We really know our community. We're really integrated. So we know the needs of what the community needs, and we're also receptive to listening as well. So if you look, when you leave this building, there's a poster on the window behind us about a Polish drop-in that we're looking at. So we're looking with our communities team at, we know that there's an emerging need, especially of alcohol use amongst the Polish and the Central and Eastern European communities. So we're looking at developing services for that because we think there's a gap there as well. So we know the community, we're trusted, we're really integrated in Keighley, and we believe that Keighley's a better place because we're here doing this work.
I'm Phil Taylor, I manage the alcohol team at Project 6. The brief interventions work that's carried out in doctors' surgeries, the assist work which is linked to Airedale Hospital, and the ATR work, which is people who have been given an alcohol treatment requirement because of their drinking by the court. These people are the people who drop out of services, they're the people who become invisible, so we build an extra safety net for them, if you like. We will go out, we will do home visits, we will help them make some lifestyle changes so that they eventually can get into services in town. It's difficult expecting people just to arrive on our doorstep when they've got such complicated lives, so we go out and find them. We have a strong belief that people can make changes, and we will sort of go the extra mile to try and help people make those lifestyle changes that stick. It's not about giving somebody a prescription and then saying everything's better. It's about dealing with all the other stuff that's going on in the background. When you stand back, you think, yeah, we've made a difference. We've made a difference to these people. We've helped these people to see their children again. We've helped these people to get work, and it's all because of that starting point of dealing with their alcohol or drug problem.
Hi, I'm CORINE YEADON, Structured Treatment Manager. We provide what we say, structured treatment, and that's the talking therapy, the talking stuff really, looking at behaviours, changing behaviours, cravings, triggers, what's led somebody to substance use in the first place, how to get out of it with the help of complementary therapies. We're linking with prescribers for heroin and crack users to try and hook people into really looking at where they are and where they want to be. The reality is we're against the clock with heroin and crack users. The majority of people using heroin and crack are 20 years down the line. There's two options, recover or die. So the reality is we need to get people into recovery, and we are throwing absolutely everything we can to do so. You know, we want people to get better. We believe that people can get better. I've witnessed people who have been in real chaos. Their lives have been completely non-functioning, just solely gravitating around substance use. They've not only got better, they're living full lives, they're integral people in the community, they're working, they're happy, just new people, just completely unrecognisable.
My name's Amy Gould and I'm the service manager for the families team here at Project 6. So what service we offer is working with all family members collectively towards aiding their recovery. So we work with children who come in and get support from our family support worker. We work with parental substance users who can come in and get some support from our structured treatment workers. And additionally, we work with family members who are indirectly affected by somebody's substance use, and they work with our concerned other worker. So we follow a whole family approach, working with them collectively as a family unit, and then what we do is host events similar to today. So over the Christmas period or Halloween or half terms, we do themed events to allow parents to access services that they would normally and help encourage them to access such events within the mainstream communities. I mean, particularly the kids get that precious time with the parents, because we all know how difficult it is maintaining a routine when you're going to school or you're going to work or you're accessing other appointments. To be able to come here and have some fun with their parents.
My family support worker referred me to Project 6 just to give me a help. I was drinking up to 100 units a week on a bad week, and now I'm down to 22, and that's after about 3 weeks, 3.5, 4 weeks. Me and my support worker, Tilly, we've got like a plan, so it's a plan to sort of that I stick to. And I might have bad days, but I'll always just go chat to Tilly, and it's brilliant.
Effectively, the idea is to move people into treatments and out. And so when people have solved met their goals, they can move on with their lives. Or if they want to gain social capital, gain some confidence and skills, they need a few more stepping stones to recovery and sustaining their recovery, they can move around the corner into our recovery centre, Progress.
You need me to read that again? No. Okay,
so we do peer support training for people that are still in service, and they're supporting their peers in terms of one-to-one support and activities. So we do different recovery groups. We have support groups 3 times a week. Then we also have activity groups such as we have arts and crafts on a Monday, we have a cook and eat group on a Tuesday, leisure centre group twice a week, and we have an allotment as well on a Wednesday. We encourage people to move on and back into society, if you like. What happens with a lot of people, they move on to our volunteering programme. So when they leave service, they come back as volunteers, and a lot of people want to give something back. So they appreciate the support they've had from us, and then are willing to kind of give that back to other service users.
So I was going out drinking all the time. I was going out every weekend and drinking until I couldn't stop or pass out. And after a while, I figured I had a problem. Went to my doctors, and then they introduced me to Project 6. It means a lot because I can actually help other people that have been in a similar position to what I was, and I can look up to them and say, look, 18 months ago I was in your position and I'm now a volunteer. This is what you can look forward to.
Substance misuse can affect absolutely anyone. It doesn't just affect the poor. It doesn't just affect people that live in council houses or haven't been to school. Substance use, because there's such a broad range of substances, can absolutely affect anyone in this country.